Most local businesses right now have a massive problem, and honestly, most of them don't even realize it yet. They're paying for ads, posting on social media, maybe even buying leads. But when customers actually try to contact them, nobody responds. The website is outdated. Nobody answers the phone. Leads slip through the cracks, and potential customers leave within seconds. And that's exactly why this opportunity is so big right now. Because a lot of these businesses don't even have a proper website, which actually makes them easier clients. Because beginners are now using simple AI-powered systems to help businesses respond to leads automatically, answer questions, book appointments, and stop losing customers. And businesses are paying around $299 per month for it. And the best part is, once you build the system one time, you can duplicate it for multiple clients without rebuilding everything from scratch every single time. So in this video, I'll show you how the system works, how to find businesses that need it in a way that actually gets clients interested. All right, let's get into it.
Let me jump in and show you guys this exact business model. So to break it down in 3 simple steps right here, all we're gonna do is we're gonna find small local business owners that don't have a website. Think about your electricians, your plumbers, your real estate agents, and you might think, well, pretty much everyone has a website, but guess what? Not everyone does, and I'm going to show you an easy way to leverage Google and Google Maps to find business owners that do not have websites, and these are our prime prospects to go through and reach out to them and offer up a free website design. And then what we're going to do is take that website and we're just going to go through and add a few basic things to the website to increase the number of leads that these businesses are able to get from the website. And then we can charge a few $100s per month for these simple services. And before you think, well, Jason, isn't that a bait and switch? What we're offering is a free website design. I know website designers that charge $5,000, $10,000, even $15,000 just for the website design. And that's not even to continually have access to the hosting and the website, but just for the website design, which you guys are going to go through and offer that for free. And then we're going to be able to go through and show the value of some of these other things that we're able to bolt on to the website to then be able to charge $300 to $500 per month per client. And so you can see if you're able to go through and get a few clients, that can stack up pretty nicely. And it's really not that difficult to go through and get started with this. So let me just show you guys exactly how I'd go about getting your first clients. Then once you get a client, how to actually create the website, even if you're not a website designer. And then once they say, man, I love that website, I really want that website, what to go through and throw onto the website to offer even more value and then be able to charge and make money every single month. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up Google, our good friend here, and we're just going to type in something like plumbers, Bentonville, Arkansas, and then we're just going to hit enter. And then down here, we are going to have some ads. We're going to have the maps right here. We're going to have a few of the different business listings, some sponsored ones. Then we're just going to click on more businesses. All right. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to scroll down and we're going to find any of the businesses that do not have a website button. So you can see this one has a website, you can call or share. This one has website, get directions, call or share. But we're just going to go through and find which ones, which there's usually a few of them on here, that do not have a website. And the cool thing is, guys, this works for any location. I just randomly typed in Bentonville, Arkansas, the home of Walmart, and I just wanted to go through and see which ones that we could go through and find. And I know that there are, okay, this one right here, Midland Plumbing and Mechanical. They do not have a website, but they do have a phone number. So if we went through and clicked on this right here, we could call them and say, hey, this is, so-and-so. I saw that you guys don't have a website. I'm actually offering free website designs and would love to go through and build out this website for you. It's all personally branded. It's got all of your own information. Would you be interested in that? And I guarantee you no one is going to say no for a free website design. They're going to be at least curious and interested to go through and see what type of website it's going to look like and see kind of the design. And I know when I saw a little bit earlier, there's another website. Look right here. Jerry's Plumbing does not have a website. And there's usually a few of them on here that do not have a website. Owls Calls Plumbing, another one that does not have a website. So these are all ideal hot prospects that we can go through and call each and every one of these plumbers. And this is just in this area of Bentonville, Arkansas. And you can see that's just on the first page results. We could even hit next and find more and more businesses. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this software, which the cool thing about this software is we can white label it, which means you can put your own logo, your own domain, connect your own payment processor, and so that when you collect payments, they all go directly into your bank account, but run this business as if it is your own brand, okay? And so people are not going to know that you're like going through and white labeling the software, but this software has all of the different features and tools and everything that you would need to go through and build professionally designed websites and make it really easy to go through and edit them and customize them to whatever the business is. And then also throw on some of these bolt-on features that just take a couple of seconds to go through and add on. And then you can charge a few $100s per month for this. So if we come over here to websites, which if you guys want more detailed course on all this stuff, I have a 100% free course on how to set all this up step by step. I have more detailed information down in the description as well as in the top comment, and an extended 30-day free trial to the software, which normally is a 14-day free trial. So I get you a little bit longer runway so you can go through and try this out and get it all up and running, right? So back to this, if we come over here and click on websites, we will go and we will click on new website right here. Okay, so we could either create a blank website if you're like a professionally website designer, but I'm not, I'm sure you're not. So what I like to do is go through and click on templates. So there's over 1,000 templates right here. So we're just gonna click on that. Click continue, and you can see we've got all these other categories over here, which let's just zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little bit here. And we can see that there are all these categories. So let's say if like we're going into the beauty and fashion or business, creative. So since we typed in Google search plumber, we're just gonna type in plumber right here, and we're gonna see what results pop up. Okay, so we've got two right here. So we've got this Plumber X and the City Plumber. I'm just gonna go through and click on this one real quick and just see, okay, this one looks nice. I'm actually think I might want to go through and use this other one. So if we go in through and just type in plumber again, and we're just going to click on this one right here. And then all we do is we click continue, and it just starts downloading this template into this account. And the cool thing about this software too is if you, let's say, have 10 different people that you're reaching out to, you can go through and create what is called a sub account or a different account for each one of these clients, so you can have it customized, pre-built for them. And so right here, you can just come in here and add in their phone number, their email address, and then just go send it to them and say, hey, look, here's a professionally designed website. We have a form right here to go through and generate leads for your business. And you can see this is all a really nice professionally designed website. And if there's anything that you need to go through and update, you can go through and update and customize. All you have to do is come over here, click on it, and you just update the text, right? So you could just say whatever, and then all you do is just hit publish right here. And then you'd select a domain, but for this example, we're not gonna have a domain. But when we go through and send it to this, this plumber, we just come and get the preview link right here. It's gonna pop up a quick little preview of what this looks like. We take this, we send it to the plumber and say, hey, look, here is the website. However, I can also add a few cool things on here to be able to increase the number of appointments, the number of leads that you're getting, and also leverage AI to help your business be more efficient and more cost effective. Would you be interested? And more than likely, they're going to be very curious of what you're doing with AI and want to see some of the things that you're doing. So there are two core things that I love, actually three core things, to be able to go through and beef up this website a little bit. So if we come back over here, what we'll want to do is come back and click on back. So what we're going to do is we're going to add something called a little website chat widget. And this is this right here. Okay. And so what we're going to do is come over here and click on new, to create a new website chat widget. And we could either do a live chat, an SMS email chat, or a WhatsApp chat. And we're just going to do this live chat. So this is if somebody hits the website right here, they're able to have this little chat bubble at the bottom right-hand corner. You'll be able to see if I like move my face right here. Let's see here, move my face. You're gonna have a little website chat widget right here where they can go through and ask a question, and we'll actually be able to have AI respond to all of these interactions and all these questions. And I'll show you guys how to do that here in just a second. And it's just toggling on and off a button, which makes it super easy. Okay, so right here, we've got the hi there, have a question, text us here, and you can easily customize the image, you can customize the text or anything like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm just gonna click get code. And guys, you do not have to be a professional coder. I don't know how to code whatsoever, but I can copy and paste. And if you can copy and paste, you can do this too. So I'm just gonna come over here, click on copy code. I've copied it. And now, let's see what it says. It says, throw this into the body section. Okay, so we're gonna copy into the body section. So come back here to the websites. And we've got this plumber template that I've just thrown in here. And then I'm gonna come over here and click on settings. And then we've got the header tracking code and the body tracking code. And I'm just going to paste this in the body tracking code right there. and then I'm going to come down. I'm going to move my head so I can see this, and I'm going to click save. Okay, and then once I click save right here, and I pull this website back up, we will now have a beautiful chat widget that pops up that we're able to go through and have our customers see right here. Just super simple to go through and add that. So we offered the free website design. We design a beautiful website in a matter of minutes, right? And then in a matter of another minute or two, we're able to throw on this little website chat widget right here where they can come in, they can ask a question. So okay, ask a question, okay? So they type that in there, and then it says, give us a minute so to assign you to the best person to help you out. Well, what we can actually do is take this and use AI to automatically respond to this person and answer whatever questions they might have, and also have AI book more appointments on this plumber's calendar without having to have a human ever involved. And so what we do is we come back over here to this simple software. We're then going to come down and click on settings, and we are going to go over here to Conversation AI. So what Conversation AI is when somebody texts this business, they go through and they message on that little web chat widget. If they send an email, a phone call, Facebook Messenger, any type of thing like that, we're able to leverage AI to automatically respond. So we've got Instagram, we can add Facebook, Google My Business Profile, the chat widget over there, and let's see if there's any more. We got the live chat widget, which is that little, it's basically the same thing as that web chat widget on the website we just put on. And then we can say autopilot, and we're going to click on save right here. And now you might be thinking, well, how does the AI chatbot know how to go through and respond to the person's question? Well, what we're going to do is just come over here to bot training, and we are going to take the website URL that we just created right here. We're going to copy this, which this is obviously the preview URL, but we'll create a new real URL for this business. And we would just paste it right in here, and we'd say get data. Okay, and what AI does is it scans the entire website and it learns everything it needs to learn about the business, and then it's able to use that information to automatically respond to these clients, to these customers, and then direct them and be able to book an appointment with the plumber on their calendar. And if there's kind of like these unique questions that they have, we can always go through and add the Q&A right here, add frequently asked questions. And typically with most businesses, in my experience, there's only like 5 or 6 core questions that all clients ask. And so once you get those core questions in here and the bot is trained, and you can even come over here and train the bot and make sure that it's good. So we say like, what are your prices? Okay, and obviously we haven't done the full training, but when the bot goes through and answers, it says, I'm sorry, I don't have enough information to help you with your question. So then you could say, if it was the right response, you could thumbs it up just to train this bot, or we could say, no, I don't like that. You say, our services are $599 per month, or whatever it might be, right? So now we go through and we train the bot, and then the next time you go through and ask the question, it's going to respond with the accurate information. So I hope you guys see how easy this is to go through and not only find these small local businesses on Google, find businesses that don't already have a website, go and use a pre-designed website template. And what I like to do is usually go in through a specific niche or industry like plumbing, or my background is real estate, and get one template that is really nice and just have it all pre-done with only a few basic parts that you have to go through and change in and out, like the phone number and the address, some basic contact information like that. But then you could just duplicate that website over and over and over again and go and reach out to all these small local business owners. And so now you're not having to go through and find a new template every single time, but you have one that's really nice, professionally designed, and be able to use it over and over again. And then simply just copy and paste that little bit of code for the website chat widget, and then add that conversation AI to have the AI bot going back and forth and responding. So you're leading with the free website design. And then if they want those additional services, they can pay you on a monthly ongoing basis. But it's helping them book more appointments, get more higher conversions from their website, and be able to ultimately make more money in their own business. And so they're more than willing to go through and pay you for a monthly ongoing service, which honestly, at the end of the day, the website chat widget, and that AI bot, there's really no additional heavy lifting for you on your end. So you can focus all of your time on just getting more clients and just doing this rinse and repeat process to stack your monthly income every single month. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and smash the like button. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments. And if you guys want my free step-by-step course, I'll have that in the top comment as well as in the description. I have no upsells, guys. I have no $5,000 or $10,000 coaching program. All I ask is if you want to go through and do this, just use my 30-day extended trial for my affiliate link for this software, because that way it will charge you nothing more, but it'll give me a little bit of a kickback so I can go through and offer all these different templates, free courses, free coaching, and bring in other experts to help you guys as well to go through and grow your business. So with that said, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.